there, gun nuts, it's Ferrari Steve, and today I'm going to do another one of my Glock upgrade series videos with this Glock 19. We're going to talk about replacing the original magazine catch with a slightly extended and still OEM part magazine catch. But before we move forward, let's make sure the gun is safe. Eject the magazine, lock open the slide, take a peek visually and manually, and verify that the gun is safe enough to work on, which it is. Now let's get this slide out of here before we keep talking. Point in a safe direction, pull the trigger, grip it, pull down on that. Ooh, that really nice trapezoidal slide lock. That's one of the modifications that we made that I really like as an upgrade. It makes it super easy to break it down. And let's talk about the magazine catch. Now, the reason I wanted to make this modification and see if it's an upgrade for me is because when I train to reload my Glocks, I actually have to move my thumb forward and release a firing grip in order to get what I feel is a confident magazine eject. I can maybe reach, and if I have my finger on the trigger, and I can maybe reach and get it, but it's just not a confident feeling to me. And so maybe that little bit of, extra length on the magazine catch is going to make a difference. I guess we're going to find out. So I don't know if this is an upgrade or not. I've never done this, and so you're going to find out when I do. Now, it is, like I said, a standard Glock piece. It's part 1981. It comes in a really super fancy Ziploc bag, as you can see. You can buy these from a bunch of different sellers. I generally buy them online through an Amazon seller. They're like $6 or $7. It's not an expensive thing to try to see if it can help you out. So let's get the new one out of here. And let's pull the original one. So the magazine catch right here is held in place by, on our diagram, part number 18, the magazine catch spring. Now, I generally come at it from the top when I've done this. I did it once more just to test it. But I might try to do it from the bottom to see if you can see inside there. So what we need to do is push this spring over, and there's a little notch. If we look in the new one, the notch is right here. So it's sitting in the gun like this, right? It's sitting like this. And here, this little notch is where that spring clicks into place. You'll see it kind of clicks in and then locks behind here. So we've got to move it over and pop it out so that this can come free. I'm going to try to do it so that you can see down there. Let's see. Maybe you can see right here. This is the spring. A trick I found is to press in all the way on the magazine catch that's in there, and then kind of use your screwdriver. I'm going to try it from the bottom, see if I can do it. Hold it in place. No, I can't. Okay, I'm going to do it from the top. Squeeze it in, hold it in place, let the magazine catch come back, and then just kind of get underneath it and push up. Going to take a couple shots at it. Be careful. Again, your gun is plastic. You don't want to mar it up more than you have to. There. Ooh, this one feels good. No, it doesn't. Come on. Boy, I did it a couple times off camera, and of course it worked fine off camera. But as soon as the camera comes on, it starts being difficult, huh? Reach inside there. Press that spring over. Press your magazine catch back, and oop, got it. There we go. All right, so you want to get in underneath it, lift it up, and it'll kind of spring out. Then you can just push and pull it out the other side. Now that magazine catch spring will drop down into that channel there, so we're going to have to push it out when we put the new one in. But before we do, let's compare them side by side. So you can see, there is a difference, thank goodness. It's not a massive one, though. I mean, if we stack this on top of each other, you see that it's really not that much longer, which is good. I don't want massively longer. I think that'll get in the way. But I want just a little bit more surety when my thumb goes there. So let's put the original one away. Now, as far as getting the new one back in, make sure it's lined up properly. Put it in this side. Now, you're going to need to, when I did this for practice before, I kind of angled this in. Let's see if I can get it so we can see the light in there. There we go. Then reach in with your tool. You're going to want to push this up and just slip that magazine catch behind it like that. And then when you push it forward, you're not going to be able to push it far enough forward to catch it, right? You're going to have to hold it in place, reach in, and push that magazine catch spring over to that notch, and it wants to drop down and in. Well, it didn't that time. It really wants to, though, I promise. It really wants to go to your home. Are you too good for your home? There it goes. All right. Boy, let's see. Yeah, it's farther out there. I'm really not going to be able to tell for sure until I practice with it whether or not it's working. But, you know, maybe we'll put it back together and give it a couple shots, right? Until it's really going, right? Well, I do feel like I can stay in a firing position, and well, I still just instinctively I pulled back on my finger, didn't I? So if I'm on the trigger in firing position, boy, I just instinctively do that. I'm gonna have to retrain myself, because what I do is I shift like that every time I change the every time I swap a magazine, and I'm trying to get to a position where I don't have to do that. Bang, 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 pop. So I do feel like I'm flexing my hand a little bit, but it is better. I do feel like I can get that magazine ejected more reliably. But so I guess tentatively I'm gonna say, you know, probably an upgrade for now. There are some guys that are complaining about this being sharp, and a file fixes that. You know, a couple minutes of filing does it. Some that complain, hey, this is catching on my holster. I don't think any of these are things that can't be addressed, but whether or not it's truly an upgrade really depends on you. Does it help you use the gun better? I think it's got a chance at helping me use the gun better. I'm going to have to train a little differently. I don't think it'll be tough. I mean, I think instinctively when I feel like I've got an affirmative depress that pops that out nicely, that, you know, I'm going to get used to it pretty quick. So I'm confident in saying this is probably going to be an upgrade for me. I'm probably going to have to do a little filing to smooth it out and make it so it doesn't catch on my holsters. But yeah, for now, let's say I'm optimistic about calling this an upgrade. And if it's not, I've still got the original piece. It's not that hard to put in, and it's not that expensive to gamble with. So go ahead and give it a shot. See if it's an upgrade for you. It could be, and if it is, hey, good for you. This is Ferrari Steve reminding you that a dirty Glock is a happy Glock, so get out there, use them, get them dirty, clean them, because the first time you need to pull the trigger, you don't want that to be the first time you have pulled the trigger. Please go ahead and subscribe if you like what you see. I've got a lot of other Glock videos out there, and a lot of other videos on some other stuff. So please go ahead and subscribe, keep watching. I appreciate the positive comments and emails that I'm getting on my blog. Keep it safe out there. Go ahead and modify your Glock, see if it's an upgrade, and we'll see you next time.